Yeah.
First off, the Death Rider situation, I'm lost, bro.
Very confused.
I am so lost when it comes to all this Death Rider stuff. They're talking about Jon Moxley as if like we love him.
Did you hear about WWE is interested in Powerhouse Hobbs?
Jake Something has left TNA. To me, is unfortunate for TNA because Jake Something was something over there. So now he is what was his name? Jake Doyle.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie, that Jake something actually is a better name.
Well, his government is Jake Doyle.
Right.
And
all right, Dongo Doyle.
listen, he might as well be. He's kind of built like a Dongo Doyle when you think about it.
Again.
There was no Chris Jericho.
No. Who will break down the walls and get the gold?
Yeah, the answer is nobody.
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 Well, technically. And Matt Hardy, you got 6 fucking months. You got till June, bitch. I want to see what the fuck you're talking about. I don't believe it, but we'll see. Welcome to another episode of the Big Brothers of Destruction podcast. It's your host who likes to post, the Masaku.
And it's your boy Swag Switcher in the building. and I'm glad you said that because I was at Establishment Wrestling last night doing some stuff with the boys at the House of Spades, and he was there, our boy McKinney, and I told him about
Okay, what did he say?
Number one, he was honored that he inspired you to want to come up with something, and he has confirmed you're not biting. You are A-okay.
All right, bad. That's all I need to know. Which, by the way, I would have been at that show if I didn't have to do what I did last night. I had to go to a event on behalf of some friends. But next show, let me know.
Next weekend.
Next weekend, I actually am supposed to be going with my girls to go see another wrestling event, and they specifically want me to see a wrestler called The Cheese.
The Cheese.
Yes.
Oh.
Because apparently he gives slices of cheese to his audience members.
Well, I know you're not going to the event that I'm going.
Yeah.
There's no cheese man there.
Yeah.
To my knowledge, at least.
Yeah. Is it Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Let me find out if it's Friday or Saturday, but I definitely wouldn't want to go to one of those shows.
Because, I almost got my ass beat, actually. So, in the show, there, it was Bobby Chrono. Jesus, I actually really do. See, I know him by his actual name, but I forget his wrestling name is.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was, and I recorded the match and everything, and they damn near killed each other that night.
Barn burn.
And so, but in the midst of doing so, there are two guys that they fought previously in a ladder match that they've been running amok and like doing some crazy stuff and attacking them from behind.
Yeah.
And they got suspended, but they bought tickets and they showed up to the show. And so they're outside sitting in some chairs by the ringside while the match is going on. When the match finished, they rushed the ring and they beat the hell out of everybody. Except for me, because I stayed very clear of that. I was trying to warn Ray Xeon about it, and he caught a chair to the back of the neck and to the shoulder, and they handcuffed him to the actual ring. Me, I'm calling for security. I'm calling for anybody to come out here while these guys are just literally beating up not just the tag team champions, who is Ray Xeon and Bobby Chrono, but like they beat up the other guy and his homie who he had outside the ring, and I almost caught a stray.
Right.
But I got the hell out of Dodge, and I showed up when the coast was clear. Because I'll be honest with you, both of these guys were bigger than I am, and I know my limits, and I was not about to catch that one.
Well, you obviously were not. You're not privy to the TNA roster, then you couldn't be in the X division.
Listen,
in a land that runs by no limits.
Listen, if you see these two guys, granted, you're a big guy, but these two guys are about your size, just
brolic.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're two Spanish boys at that. So the Spanish boys be crazy out here. So, needless to say, though, outside of that little bit of situation, was a fun show.
Okay. Well then, good to keep that in mind. But as we are here, we are always here to bring in the wacky world of wrestling content as always. So give us that WWW.
And also, just to bring it up here, if you see me veer off to the side like this kind of thing, it's because we're trying something different. Because we found out that we can actually record lives on
TikTok.
on TikTok,
Which
And
we
so,
technically could do it on probably Instagram too, but we need another phone for that.
yeah, there is Instagram. We might.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a phone.
I have another one too. I just have to get another tripod.
It's possible, but yeah. So we got the TikTok live going on over here.
We're trying to give you guys much consumable content as possible, whether if you're on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, however you get your podcast, we're trying to be here.
Yeah, and it is still live, right?
Yeah, we're still there.
Okay.
I mean, you would know if you're not live anymore.
Oh, you know, you're right,
know.
because you see the people who are, joining.
Well, not even that. It will literally show the screen is gone. Like you're not gonna see us on here anymore. Yeah. You won't see us on here.
Obviously, you can tell I've never done a live.
No, yeah, I've been blocked. I'm not blocked. I've had my lives shut down before.
What were you doing?
My spicy stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Got it.
And that was actually how. Well, no, I wore a Boma shirt. I'm gonna show you the Boma shirt. I wore a Boma shirt on a live, and wasn't paying any mind by it. But it's a Boma shirt where she's wearing a tank top, and her headlights are actually showing. Not through the shirt, but like slightly showing. And I literally see the message on the live. Hey, bro, you about to get banned. I was like, wait, what? Look at that screen. Next thing you know, clue.
Damn. That means that motherfucker snitched.
Yup.
Snitches get stitches out here, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Don't hate because you don't have the shirt.
Yeah. I haven't worn that shirt since. I wore it one more time, but like,
you know what? I mean, it's fair,
Yeah.
But going back into it, this. So when it comes to this week of wrestling, it's because last week was kind of sort of like your, we're starting off the new year, getting everything started, going from one year to the other. So this year is like that first real week of like wrestling that I really actually watched, because I did not watch wrestling last week because I was celebrating New Year's and stuff.
Well, no, yeah, we watched New Japan.
I mean, New Japan is that exception because it was a pay-per-view. And so, speaking of the pay-per-view,
we don't have any pay-per-views this weekend, thank God.
Yeah, for the first time. However, because of how time works and everything, we did not. Did we talk about it? I'm trying to make sure. Did we talk about how Yota Ice and them actually winning?
Oh no, we never talked about New Year Dash.
Okay, that's what I was trying. That was the one thing I was trying to.
We had a conversation amongst each other about New Year Dash. But we never actually talked about New Year Dash.
New Year's Dash, and I am glad that what I was thinking would happen did not happen. Because I was dead set in figuring that your man's was going, your team, the Knockout Bros were going to lose to Zack Sabre Jr. and his boy. I just knew it was going to happen. But apparently, and for all intents and purposes, thank God, because I didn't want to see it. But when you look at the stats and the statistics of it all, it almost made sense that, like, yeah, of course they're going to give it to them because they're the ones that are hot right now, and everybody loves Zack Sabre Jr.
I beg to differ, especially after that promo.
Now, you talk about the promo afterwards.
But he been doing stuff like that even when he was going against Tanahashi. Like, he had that promo, and you see, like, I don't think this was the point when you started watching New Japan. I think it's after that when I brought it up who he was. But I watched that story plot of, like, where him and Tanahashi went to the same school, and Tanahashi was the tough, not tough guy, but like he was the athletic guy, and Yota, he was your regular guy. But after he graduated high school, he thought he was going to be Yakuza. And then he sees on the telly that Tanahashi, I went to school with him. Man, I could kick his ass. And then his friends was like, nah, you can't kick his ass. And that was one of his inspirations to get into wrestling. to beat up this guy he used to go to school with because everybody else kept saying he couldn't beat him up. So now he finally has this moment. He's got to do it before he retires. Hey, yo, I can kick your ass and you should still keep wrestling. Let's get hot. Gotta do that. Gotta do that.
I mean, hey, you say so, but no, he actually won, which was a surprise to me because once again, I was just set on like, yeah, we're just about to get we're about to get the Zack Sabre Jr. overhaul. What's the name of their team? The
TMDK.
Yeah, TMDK was about to take over because they already got the the
never open weight,
the
trios type.
the trios belts. So I was like, of course we're gonna get the tag team titles.
Well, no, and interesting enough is 2 other members from TMDK, which is why I was like, no, I don't think it's happening now because 2 other members got the junior tag team titles.
Oh, they was part of that. Okay.
Yeah, that was TMDK members. So that's why I said Zack Sabre Jr.'s prophecy actually came true. He says, I'm gonna get you all belts. They all got belts.
Just not the big ones.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, but he got them belts. His prophecy came true.
But but Yoto Ice, which the very passionate promo that he cut. And I'm the guy when the guy was kind of sort of he was with the interpretation of it. Although it's interesting because it's like he cut a very in the middle promo, like very tweener. Because I'm like they're very heel presenting, but the promo that he cut was like pseudo good guy, but also acknowledging the fact that he doesn't give a fuck type situation. Like it was like good and bad. He was like good guy, bad guy promo.
It's Antihero.
Yeah, I guess that's where it was.
It's funny you said tweener too, because like I never heard of that term until I played Retromania. Really? I'm a wrestling fan. I've never heard tweener. I've always heard heel. I've always heard babyface, anti-hero, and heel. So when I'm playing, you can play the story mode in the game, and if you if you leave, say if you save the game and come back, you come to your save file, it will let you know the path that you're currently on is either babyface, tweener, or heel. And so depending on how you finish the story is you get 3 different endings for that. So that's when you said it, like when you literally said, I was like, so this is an actual fucking term. I didn't know that.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is a term. I keep getting out of the frame on here, but
you good?
It is a term. And even I myself, because it is a term that I have learned since we've started doing the podcast.
So you're also new to it then too.
Correct. But I also feel that I think I feel that there is a difference between a tweener and a anti-hero.
Maybe one's more babyface, one's like leaning towards heel. Because I mean, Yoto kind of could lean towards heel with his persona of like, being a badass type character.
Correct. But it's one of those things where I have not actually taken the time to like sit down and like try and figure out the statistics of the difference or the difference between the two. Like I will.
This could be actually a part of the original topic we've been wanting to have for the last like 5 fucking episodes of the different types of wrestlers. Your technical, your giants, that could also be a part of it too.
Now the funny thing is though, when I initially did that, they in the bits that I was looking at, and maybe it's just because I was looking at specific terms, but like that term didn't come up, like tweener, like and for all intents and purposes, when I think about it, it really didn't bring up anti-hero either type situation. But I feel as if there's a part of me that wants to say that tweener and anti-hero are literally the same thing.
Just different depending on where you're at.
Just maybe one is more of the workers' way of referring it.
Well, yeah, plus tweener is one word compared to anti-hero.
Yeah, so it might be the working phrase for an anti-hero. But don't quote me on it. I have to tighten the specs and do my research. And so, but when it comes to this week, I want to start off with TNA only because
Well, wait, did you not have anything else with New Year's Dash before we go into?
so personally, not really. Now, well, I guess one thing I will bring up, and me and Ray Zion actually was talking about this, is the fact that I love the shenanigans that House of Torture gets in every fucking time.
We're ringing the bell.
All of it. Like just the apps, like they are goons and goddamn just bullies and assholes. And it's so great. Cause the fact that in the middle of, and it's one of those things where it's like they're in the middle of a match. One of the House of Torture guys has the submission move locked in. And then one of the other House of Torture members will go and just starts ringing the bell as if the match is over. And then the guy who had the submission locked in from House of Torture stands up as if he legitimately won. He stands up, he's like, and then another House of Torture member would pick up the microphone in Japanese, and the winner of this contest says the other guy's name, and they're in there celebrating as if they legitimately won, even though they know good and goddamn well that nothing has actually they literally dropped the submission as if the referee is blowing his fucking mind. He's like, no, that was not me. I did not ring that bell. Like, stop. All of you, stop. And then they proceed to just start jumping everybody. And the referee's, like I said, losing his fucking mind. He's like, get out. All of you, get out of here.
And that normally is when the outside battles come. But I love how no match starts officially with them. It's just like, all right, we take off the gear. Let's jump. And just before every time. I love it. I love that they don't even give their opponent a chance. It's just go.
They're the apps. They are the absolute worst, and I love everything about it.
Sad to know that Evil's contract is ending shortly, so we don't know what's gonna happen to him.
I mean, people said they saw him backstage in WWE.
I mean, he was with his wife, which I did not know is Io Sky. Did not know he was married to Io Sky. And I seen Io Sky at the Japanese festival multiple times. Evil was never there.
Well, that's probably because he was out there working.
He was probably in Japan working.
Like I said, he was out there working.
Oh yeah, that part, but
not there at the.
And knowing that situation now, I very much wonder because like when you're in the business, I obviously know. Like there was that, that thing Triple H did years ago where he's like, "You're on the road. What's your wife doing? Don't know. What's this? Don't know. This? Don't know." But like now you have a person who's on the opposite side of the fucking world in Japan, and the other one's here in fucking Florida. That time difference is a big ass gap, which is why, I made that joke about Rhea and Io, and Evil was saying, because he's like, go ahead and get it in. You over there in Florida, I'm over here doing my thing, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Rhea and Io is another level of a relationship that is crazy to me, and you cannot tell me otherwise that they're not doing something.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing something. Like just it's the eye contact that they give each other.
It's the touching, bro.
See, a little bit of that, but when you look at how one or the other looks at each other, like Rhea, when she looks at Io, she has that look in her eyes of like, that's my property.
You know what? I know very much a lot about that.
So you get it. When you see Rhea and she looks at Io and Io's out here sunshines and lollipops and doing her thing, it's like Rhea's got that. I was like, look at her. Yeah, that's mine. All of it. She does that shit for me. And I'll kill and gut a motherfucker if anyone touches her.
No.
Like, bro,
I mean, that is my thought process oftentimes, yeah.
Like it is it is hilarious. And then on the other end, it's like Io looks at Rhea like in that like, oh, like I'm so proud to be here with her, and she's just so bubbly and happy, and it's like I just want to do what she does type situation.
You definitely need to see my girls then, because that's literally how they are.
Well, see that then you get it.
I do, and that's why I be telling you all. Yeah, they definitely doing something. But anyway,
It's my favorite.
House of Torture, yes, it's a group, especially that everybody, they're supposed to be a group you're supposed to fear, but yes, they're a bunch of fucking goons. Like they're a bunch of goons. They're doing their thing, and they like jumping people. And we are going to look goofy sometimes doing it, but our point is getting across. We will jump you. We don't care. We're gonna do what we want.
And I think that's also the part that I like about them, because they have that, goon kind of goofy mentality, but there's like they're the ones that you see is like, yeah, they're doing stupid stuff and it doesn't look like it's gonna work, but then it does.
Yep.
And then now they're looking at you as like, oh, you thought we was for play. Nah. We run this. Now you screwed up, and then they take over type situation. And then you got to call Zack Sabre Jr. to fix it all, because he is the superhero, the number one. What is it, Gaijin?
Gaijin, yes.
he is the number one Gaijin that's going to come in, swoop in, and save the day from the evil.
Well, we don't know about that, because I mean, New Japan, again, we got to see about that contract situation, which we already had Naito go to Noah, which I'm like, Evil could go to Noah. I don't want that to happen. I would like for him to stay in New Japan. He already has an established name. And will the cameraman at Noah do what they do in New Japan? I don't know. That is a very big part of his interest.
I hope.
Very big part of his
I
interest.
love that part about his entrance.
But you have that, and then you also had a New Year's Dash the potential backstabbing of Will Ospreay.
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Ospreay makes his return to New Japan, not just for Tanahashi's retirement. He makes a return to say to the United Kingdom, hey, yo, I need to finish some stuff in AEW, and I will come back and I will run things with you guys, but I'm not going to be as a leader. I'm only here as support. And I can't remember his name. It's is it Colton, or is it the guy? Apparently he's the new leader. And as he hugs him, his back is turned. He's getting ready to hit him with the chair, and the other room is like, no, don't mess this up, bro. What you doing? And I'm like, so is anybody gonna tell him that?
No. Yeah, no, that the way that they played that, because it was like, Will Ospreay out here like, yeah, and homie about to like swing on him. Will Ospreay misses the whole thing. They're all like, Nick, put the chair down. What the hell's wrong with you? Stop. Like,
And nobody's letting him know. Will Ospreay is clueless. Like, what? He doesn't even know his homeboy had the chair. He was getting ready to hit him. Nobody's telling him anything. And I'm thinking, it's like, maybe not right now. Not right now. Later. That's kind of what it felt like.
now, if that's the case, then this is about to be quite the betrayal.
Yeah, I mean, for the last couple of years, when it comes to New Year Dash, they always love removing a member from a unit around that time. This happened to AJ Styles. This happened to Kenny. This happened to... It mostly always happened to the Gaijins, though, but it really does happen. What Bullet Club just kept doing that constantly.
I mean, it's still Gaijin based.
Yeah, it is.
Gaijin on Gaijin crimes right now.
Yeah. And that happened with the United Kingdom. And then also we have found out that the Bullet Club is no more. And Los Incables Japón, or LIJ, is no longer a thing. They have now fused into one faction known as Unbound Company. Also members of the affiliates, which the affiliate is a unit that is not a unit, because these are the people who just weren't in units that made a unit called the unaffiliate. They are all one big ass faction now, which to me, that kind of just is like the NWO at this point. They just said, fuck it, we Don Callis Family 2.0.
Maybe that's what Don Callis is trying to put this family together for already. I mean, as of what's it called?
Talking about the champion?
No. Not Dynamite. Collision. There we go.
Oh,
On Collision, it was actually like Don Callis was said that he has actually flown over to New Japan to go, I guess, do some things with Okada and all this other stuff. And so, I mean, I'm not saying that's about to be a thing, but New Japan and AEW do got that little partnership thing that's going on.
that Yuta does not like.
And so,
Suji does not like it.
yeah, but he gonna have to suck it up.
Pause. But he brought the belt back though. He brought the big version 4 belt back, which is way better than that bejeweled ass fucking title that wrapped around people's
You don't
belt.
like the butterfly belt they was rocking?
Fuck no. If I want the Divas title, I'll go back into that era, but I'm good.
But at least this one would like fit you a bit better,
No, actually, I prefer that big one because it looks like my damn gut. Damn near. It looks like it should be resting on my belly button, bro.
This makes sense.
Like, if there's going to be any title that I could probably wear if it had long enough straps, it would be the version 4.
No, it'd be the new ECW title is what you would have to do.
I mean, yeah, if you want it to be like boom, yes. But like I'm talking
Or
about
the AEW title. Honestly, the AEW title is a great title for a big person.
Yes, it is.
And nothing but little ass niggas be rocking.
Oh, side note, since you're talking about AEW real quick before we go into this Wild Rico. Matter of fact, this could be part of this Wild Rico wrestling. Did you hear about WWE is interested in Powerhouse Hobbs?
I mean, big men slapping meat, that's the WWE way. So it makes sense. Now whether if he'll go is another thing. Cause and maybe I'm just missing it, but like I mean, I don't know what Powerhouse Hobbs has on the mic.
He's a decent guy. He's not like, oh, he's putting asses in seats.
Listen, I stand by it. He's no Big E.
No.
Like,
But Big E also had the church gimmick flow that he normally would do.
but even before he did the church, when he was 3 ain't enough, I need 5.
I remember him actually talking a lot when he was doing that.
When he was when he was in NXT, yes. When he came over and they stuck him with Dolph Ziggler and AJ Lee,
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
yeah. But it's like, but even after that, like you look at how he be talking now, like he is just fine. And every once in a while, he would turn it up when he was the heavyweight champion. Like if someone really pissed him off, kind of thing, he would turn it up. He would lock it in instead of being super goofy. But he's like, goofy is fun, and that's what he did.
I'm trying to enjoy my job. You will make me hurt you. So,
but like, I mean, interested? Yes. The question is Powerhouse Hobbs interested in WWE?
don't know.
And how does AEW feel right now? I mean, AEW stay doing very questionable things, man.
I mean, MJF has said multiple times. He's like, man, if they call me over there, I will go over there. He pretty much pulls a Jake Lee and says, "Oh, you thought I was loyal? I'm going where the money is."
Listen, that's what a lot of people are doing. I was going to start off with TNA, but since we're talking about AEW now, full on, just to roll right into it.
Yeah.
First off, I have to say, the Death Rider situation is, I'm lost, bro.
Very confused.
I am so lost when it comes to all this Death Rider stuff. Like, John Moxley had a match against Shelton Benjamin, all right? And when you hear the commentary, they're talking about John Moxley as if like we love him.
Well,
Like he's like we're happy that he's here. You know what I'm saying? Now, John Moxley in this match, he's still, for all intents and purposes, fighting like John Moxley, but Shelton Benjamin was fighting a bit more heelish. And I'm like, what is happening? John Moxley, he still does the whole, bite the face and all this other stuff and everything. But like Shelton Benjamin is the one that's getting booed. I'm just like, what is And then, of course, Jon Moxley wins clean. And they're all like, that was an amazing match. And, and Jon Moxley put his everything. I'm like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And because, and to show how even more confusing it is, right? On Collision, Jon Moxley comes out with Pac and the rest of his Death Riders and everything, and they fight Top Flight or whatever, right? They fight Top Flight. And the Death Riders who are in the ring, they are very much so obviously heels. But Jon Moxley is on commentary like baby facing it up, bro. Baby facing it up. And I'm just like,
we got to go out there and give 110%. I stand loyal about this. I'm trying to be the best I can be. Type shit.
I'm like, what are we doing? Like, and because of the fact of how everything's going on, because like they win, Pac locks in his submission move, the Rings of Saturn or whatever he calls
It's the bastard lock, I think.
something like that, but formerly known as the Rings of Saturn. And he's like, he locks it in, and like he locks it in. Danny Garcia is choking somebody outside the ring, and all this, that, and the other. And then like afterwards, Rhea Shafir gets in the ring, and then like Top Flight chick, whatever her name is, whoever
I
she
don't know who the
is,
fuck that is.
she comes into the ring and she's trying to be all big and brave, and she's confronting Rhea Shafir. And Rhea's looking at her like, little girl,
I will
go
eat
home.
you. I'll eat you alive.
Kind of thing. But what happens, which I'm like, okay, sure, yay, I love that she's here, but like also, the fuck do you have to do with anything in here? Because Megan Bain shows up, grabs this girl, and power bombs him, running, jumping, power bombs her damn near through the mat. And I'm like, oh, Megan, what is happening? And of course, what they call their team, the uh uh like something trouble or whatever. Like
You talking about Megan Bain and the other girl?
Megan Bain and Arena Shafir. What was their tag team name?
Oh,
Like,
damn, I don't even remember actually.
it
was a very brief tag team. That's why.
however it may be.
But she powerbombed Marina Shafir.
No, the girl.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a second.
No. Arena Shafir was sitting there talking shit, and then Megan Bain turns around, grabs the girl. Oh, actually, no, she fucking blasts her from behind.
So wait, is she trying to join the Death Riders, bro?
No, she's just heavily affiliated because her and Arena Shafir are apparently still tag team, and they're still buddies.
And they still lose.
So, well, no, they're not losing, kind of thing. As a matter of fact, I actually don't remember, because I think Megan Bain has still yet to actually be pinned.
No, she lost to Toni Storm. She got pinned.
Oh no, that one time. No, since it's funny because I almost don't count that for some. But like since then, they've been very strategic on like not letting her specifically get beat.
Mm-hmm.
She'll lose because she's part of the group that was in the match, but she hasn't been pinned. Although I can't actually remember if she got pinned in the tag team tournament for those tag team titles. But regardless, like they brought she showed up and did the thing, and she's staying in the ring with Arena Shafir, and Jon Moxley is talking. I was like, man, I wouldn't want, if I were you, I wouldn't mess with these girls type situation. But I'm just like,
He was like, if I were you,
this whole thing that's going on, I'm just like, what is happening? Like, are we booing or are we yaying? And because they're not being specific about it at all, and the story in itself is not making any sense whatsoever. Because then we got Darby Allin back here, blowing a casket because he's like, I need to beat Pac. But at this point, why? Why do you need to fight Pac? Why do you need to beat him? Because he's like, I've beaten everyone in the Death Riders but Pac. Okay, sure. And what has that gotten you? Darby Allin beat everybody in the Death Riders. What significance does that have? Period. Death Riders are still running as strong as if
Nothing.
Jon Moxley is still the heavyweight champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, if they're turning the Death Riders babyface or if they're turning them good.
If they turn the Death Riders good, I think I'm going to turn off AEW.
You already turned off AEW.
I mean, completely. Like, don't even talk about that shit. Like, just leave it out the conversation. It is now the D tier of wrestling at that point.
AEW, and also to add to it with that whole Jon Moxley thing, which is the reason why I'm really confused about this. He fights Shelton Benjamin, and they shake fucking hands. And Shelton Benjamin leaves the ring. No jump session, no nothing, no kicking the balls. Just, hey, good match.
He's going back to 2000. What was it? 2000. AEW's been around since 2019. Jon Moxley, where I'm a wrestler's wrestler, and I come in here and I do what I do and I get out. You know, like he's trying to be the workhorse, but a badass workhorse.
But what I don't understand is because that is all well and good, but when you start the Death Riders by putting a plastic bag over a man's face and suffocating him, and essentially visually and for all intents and purposes physically, because he has not done anything since then, ending his career. Jon Moxley retired Danielson, okay? For all intents and purposes, he retired Danielson by putting a bag over his head and making him choke on it.
I could have sworn Swerve technically did that.
No, Swerve did not retire Dan.
Because when actually no, you're right. He beat Swerve. He beat Swerve to get the title, and the whole thing was if Bryan Danielson loses, he would retire as a full-time competitor. Excuse me.
Correct.
Okay, I got the timeline messed up for a second.
Yeah. So which fuck that, because that pissed me off as well, because I was like, Garbo, because it was one of those situations where, like, the way they set it up, because it was like Swerve is all like, I'm gonna beat you, and that's gonna be the end of your career. It's all like, just like how you felt about when Jake Lee went up against Evil. It's like, oh, well, I know who's going to win this match.
You talking about Evil going against Wolf?
Was it Wolf?
Aaron Wolf.
Aaron. Yeah.
Aaron Wolf, where the hair stipulation.
It was like, oh, Wolf. And I just remember watching that pay-per-view being like, Swerve has barely done anything with this title, bro. Like, I don't even want to go back into that whole situation, because the disrespect that they gave Swerve when he got the belt. How you win the belt, and then the next night, the next show, you fight a jobber. Don't even have a celebration. You do nothing. You fight a jobber in the first match, and we don't see you for the rest of the show. But Jon Moxley, who at the time had the heavyweight title for a company that's all the way across the ocean, having nothing to actually do at AEW, gets the big spotlight. And it's like, so you spotlight him holding the New Japan belt, but the man who is literally holding the company's gold, he just has a quick match and he dips, says nothing, does nothing.
New Japan, Mark. Tony is.
Bro, it gets me heated thinking about it all the way over, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But going back into this AEW situation, because it doesn't stop there. Because then, which is one of the reasons why I was wanting to talk about TNA in this particular, Jake Something has left TNA. Which, to me, is unfortunate for TNA, because Jake Something was something over there. But I also get it, because TNA was kind of sort of dragging their feet on him. Like Jake Something could have easily been like a main event guy, but they just kind of kept him in upper mid card, and they just was like, I honestly think one of the few times where the whole NXT mixture screwed somebody in the long run, because when NXT shows up to TNA, there are certain TNA people who just kind of have to sit there in the back, like, oh well, let me just wait for my turn. And I think Jake Something was one of those guys, because he was on his rise, and then we get Trickene, and of course they're trying to push other things and around with that, and so Jake something just kind of got sidelined. So now he is what was his name? Jake Doyle.
Ugh. I ain't gonna lie, that Jake something that actually is a better name.
Well, his government is Jake Doyle. And
all right, Dongo Doyle.
listen, he might as well be. He's kind of built like a Dongo Doyle when you think about it. But guess who he gets to join up with? The Don Callis family.
Which we already got somebody that looks like fucking him in what's his name? It's the other heavyset guy.
Yeah, they're a tag team now. So we got Jake something and the Jake something lookalike. You know, the two white.
Well, technically, Jake
two,
something is the lookalike of him because he was there first.
Fair enough. Yeah,
it's Matt something. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. No, you're right. He's a Matt something. Matt something and Jake something.
I walked into that one.
So they're a team. And they jump freaking jet speed and all this other stuff. But here's the thing that kills me though, right? So that happens. Later on that night, guess who else rejoins the Don Callis family?
Andrade.
El Igolo.
Which, by the way, you know why?
Why?
Because Beast Mortis, he settled that contract.
Oh, you think? I mean, he is a lawyer.
He's now officially a lawyer. He is. I don't know if he's past the bar, but I don't know. But I just know he's a lawyer now.
Listen, as they said in New Japan, he's a man that can afford a lot of things.
Well, if he was the one that got him.
He's a man that can afford a lot of things. He's got a lot of money, pesos, and yen, and they always say in a good legal team too.
Apparently, it might have been Beast Mortis.
Maybe
the Luchas got to look out for each other.
I mean, honestly though, they really need to, but nonetheless,
tranquilo. Which, by the way, I do get some kind of I love my fascination of Japanese culture. And Naito loves the fascination of Spanish culture. I find it funny.
Fair.
Because everything he does, Spanish. Tranquilo is Spanish.
Yes.
And his new faction name, Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Destino, Spanish.
I mean, you hear Mina Shirakawa's theme song?
Oh, it definitely sounds like the Fast and Furious music.
100% Spanish coded. It sounds like that song with
Yep. Every time it comes on, I literally think
same.
Literally. I was like, what the fuck? Just like how, remember we had that running joke of Dean Ambrose's theme song? We thought it was the intro to Turbo Beats.
The power riff going into the Power Rangers Turbo.
I gotta make that a meme. I gotta make that a meme, actually.
Mighty engines roar.
I have to find a way to make it actually look like the Turbo.
Ambrose comes for more. Sorry.
Ambrose comes from whoa. Anyway, not like that. Just anyway, but yes. So we got this going on, and then I heard that your girl Moné, cuts a promo, and basically tells everybody, "Y'all been losing these titles."
So I'm glad you bring that up because that is indeed the next thing I was going to speak on. Because for all intents and purposes, that's about all that's left to speak on when it comes to AEW this week. Although I have to give it to AEW because they do make you have to watch both shows.
Oh, are you sure about that? What about that fucking flyer I sent you where you got Samoa Joe and MJF going against the masked men?
Once again, outside of this right here, this is like so to shed the light on that, the whole situation was, so there's a couple of things in this one.
Okay.
Because once again, this is that AEW logic, all right? Now, because I did not watch last week's AEW, I have come to the assumptions of certain things, and I think these are what's true. Because Willow, Harley, and Statlander come out there. to have their little championship celebration type situation. And Willow's out here talking about how, like, I guess her and Statlander are friends again. they've kissed and made up at this point, kind of thing. Now, at first, and because I have not, I refuse to watch what happened last week, kind of thing. I can only assume the reason why this has happened is because the Sisters of Sin are coming for Statlander, and Tekla wants the title.
She deserves it,
as she does. But nonetheless, the three of them are together. And when you actually look at the fact that the three of them are together, something that was pointed out is the fact that if them as a team is the women's division, they have all the titles. The TBS title,
damn,
the heavyweight title,
damn,
and the tag team title.
damn,
They are the women's division right now.
damn.
And so Will's out there celebrating, and
Thank you for sending the rose, by the way.
oh shit! Oh, that's the homie Toad. What's going on, fam? I appreciate you. I don't. He's like IDK. Who those? Oh, he been in here saying shit the whole time.
Yeah, we. I just looked at the screen and I was like, oh, what's going on over there?
Yeah, nah. Appreciate the rose, and we're talking about AEW right now because
We're talking about how the women's division is literally in a trios right now.
yes, and they're going, and I guess they are truly going up against the Sisters of Sin because after what I'm about to explain, Tekla and the other two, what's their name, Sky Blue and goddamn
Jen Hart, Jess Hart, something Hart. Jessica Hart. I want to say Jessica Hart, but it's not that.
No, it's not. Jeez, bro.
I don't know why.
It's funny because you said that, I was like, yeah. No. It's
something Hart though.
See, now I have to look it up because I don't want to butcher and whatnot. Hold on, let me because now we need the name.
Mm-hmm. Just put Sisters of Sin.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
But
oh, that's right. I'm not connected to your internet
on that phone.
I don't think so.
Let me get it. I got you.
But oh, maybe I am. I just had the internet off.
Goofy.
Listen, bro. Like, cause I gotta keep it from Sisters of Sin is actually referring to a whole. Let me put it. Like, I typed. You're talking about Sisters of Sin from the Marvel. It's Julia Hart. So,
well, I was correct by Hart, but
yes, you were right with Hart. It's Julia Hart.
Yeah, Julia Hart. Okay.
Updates. Yeah, listen. So Julia Hart, Sky Blue, and Tekla. Okay.
Sky Red, all that blood though.
Listen, but so what ended up going down was in that whole little grouping thing, right? Willow is out here saying like, hey, so like I know people usually like to crash this, so I'm gonna just go ahead and call him out. So hey, Mercedes, come through, come hang out with us. We can talk, kind of thing. Listen, Mercedes comes out there. She's disgruntled. She's all disheveled. She's out here doing her best impression of Xavier Woods, but in white because she's in mourning because she lost the title and all this other stuff. And then when they ask her if she has something to say, she literally she gets upset. She takes the hat off. She starts screaming at everything. She charges at Willow. Willow trips her. And she trips into Statlander, gets a face full of cake.
Yep. That was the thing I saw.
And so what you see on Collision is what apparently happens after she gets the face full of cake. And yeah, from the way it looks like Mercedes Moné is doing her spiral right now, where she is losing her mind literally because she keeps losing and she's losing all of her belts and she's not handling it well. So she says she's going to be stepping away from AEW, and when she comes back, she's taking more than belts. So maybe she's snatching souls, digging holes. Who knows what she's going to be doing next.
Digging holes and snatching souls.
I mean, it is what it is.
Peace. He actually did say that though.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I know.
Okay.
I've used it as a bar.
Rest in peace.
But But so it's like the Sisters of Sin, and I know they're doing the whole thing where they're just trying to set up the fact that Tekla and Statlander are going to have this match together eventually. But the thing that bothers me about the whole thing is just like I feel it. AEW is going through the same thing what WWE is going through with their women's division, and it's I think it's literally happening because of each other. When AEW decided that, hey, we're going to have a tag team time, we're going to push the women's tag team division. You know what AEW did? They took all of their big name top female stars, made them into teams, and made them fight for these tag team titles, and they're keeping them in the tag team division. What does WWE do in retaliation? They take their big female stars with the biggest name, put them in teams like Charlotte Flair and goddamn Alexa Bliss, Rhea,
Rio.
That tag team, Rio. Like people who don't need to be tag teams that need to be fighting people like Stephanie Vaquer. Jade Cargill.
Which now we have the program of her and Jordan Grace.
When you look at Jade Cargill, not to go off of AEW, but as you look at Jade Cargill, since she's been champion, who has she fought? Mia and B-Fab. Who are they? They are undercard.
Jobbers.
Respectfully. They are undercarders. Okay? And then now, from that, who is it she's about to kind of beef with now? I mean, thank God they brought Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Jordan Grace.
At least Jordan Grace.
I just don't feel like they should pull the trigger on that now.
Oh no, they shouldn't. That
should be a as we like to say, big men slapping meat, big women slapping. You know what I'm saying? Like that's literally a Mania shit. You know what I'm saying?
To me, them putting Jordan Grace up against her and making them have this contact with each other like ASAP like they've done, to me, that's them being like, damn, we don't have anything, so fuck it, let's just do this now.
Yeah.
As opposed to doing it down the line and making it matter just a tidbit more.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just like, it frustrates me. And it frustrates me here in AEW because AEW is doing the same thing. And it's like, I feel as if WWE and AEW are doing this to each other because they're trying to one-up each other's women's tag team division for whatever fucking reason. Yeah. It doesn't make sense.
Don't know.
It doesn't make sense to me at all. So, with that being said, and then, well, with that being said, going on to the other big thing that I really would say that's really kind of going on right now is the fact that our boy Bandito is going to be going up against MJF. And God bless MJF for trying to make this match feel like it's important.
And I mean, they've been feuding for a while, yeah.
Like, I know they've had stuff in the past.
Yeah, the Ring of Honor and stuff like that.
And so, like, now for the heavyweight title, it's one of those deals where it's all like, when the match comes this coming week, I know the match is going to be great, but it's like,
move on.
We're going to move on, and it's no one's going to care because it's not actually of any importance. It's this right now. This match is just a small stop in the actual shit that's supposed to be going on with the heavyweight title. Just like how the last match of that night, Swerve and fucking Hangman going up against the Ops. Like, first off, why? Why are y'all going up against the Ops? It's not like Samoa Joe got the belt anymore. So it's like, who cares? Uh-oh. My live will end. So the live will end soon.
Oh, we only have a time limit for the I think the time frame that we have. Or maybe.
There we go. Drag the puzzle piece.
No. Okay, so it ends if we don't.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Just in case if we just left it open.
Got it.
I'm not a robot. I drag the puzzle piece.
Okay.
So we're good. But yeah, I'm just like, AEW has got me in a very weird spot. And going off of AEW, to talk about TNA right now, as we know, this week, TNA is going to have their TV deal and everything.
And AJ Styles returns.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they literally made a post about it.
I didn't see the post.
Yeah, I I ain't gonna lie. I just saw one. I was in the bathroom earlier. But literally, they have AJ Styles returning.
I mean, this will be. I mean, he was there before, but like,
Yeah.
but now he's showing up. That which is fine.
Yeah.
It's great. It's cool. I mean, it's a nice pop to get people to watch. So because everyone
But the
likes
thing
it.
about it is, I don't know if he was really bullshitting with everybody when he was like, "Yo, I don't like that Get Ready to Fly song," and you literally have to put me in a situation where you have to cut it on, and I'm like, guess I got to go out to it. But he apparently don't like the song.
Well, because he said the fact that when you hear it for years, listen, eventually, I mean, I could get it. Eventually, the song, you can get tired of it when you run it to the ground like they did.
I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, but hearing it again when he came back for that one time with, for Leon, I did pop and say, "Damn,
Well,
this actually was a good song."
Well, of course. Listen, AJ Styles has only ever had like one bad theme song.
The Lone Wolf.
Yeah, yes. Yes.
I knew
That was a horrible theme.
Actually, I seen a video. They were showing all of his entrances throughout the years. So for every theme song he had, they show an entrance of him with that theme song. It's a TNA video, and I was just like, "What made y'all say this was content, right?" Like, just like from his debut to this point, to this point, to this point, and then you start seeing certain times when he comes out to the ring. I'm like, "This was when I was watching it."
Yep.
And this is when I'm like, "Yeah, that's that fucking guy."
Listen, it's a thing. I agree.
And when he was starting to wear the fucking hoodie, which you wanted a hoodie like that so bad. I want to be like,
so to keep it quick with TNA, right? Because this particular episode to me was kind of like it was like to me it was not a strong farewell. It was but it was like it felt like TNA was really trying to hype up and get you ready to move on and want to stick around for this next show that's coming up. However, for this particular TNA episode, I also kind of felt like they were kind of doing some AEW shit where it's all like they were just matches that they kind of wanted to put together just because. But it's like, but I think in this particular case, it's just because they're really trying to, do this final goodbye. Like, I don't know why. I mean, Johnny Curtis, JC. I don't know why they're putting so much emphasis on this motherfucker because I guess outside of the fact because he's retiring kind of thing. So it's like they're giving him such spotlight, and I'm just like, why?
well, I mean, just like as a guy in the business, they want to honor a guy who's put his body out there on the line.
I guess, but like y'all can do that like after y'all get this, get this nice good showing for the TV deal. They need to be hyping up this TV deal.
I'm not gonna lie. I as much as I appreciate Fandango,
Which is crazy work.
I mean, because the song, it was popular.
Oh, you like it because of the song?
Well, I mean, Fandango was cool. The entrance was dope as fuck.
Oh, so you really was fucking with Fandango?
I mean, he was cool, but
as somebody who be out here like, hey, yo, fuck some of this comedy wrestling.
Okay, but that wasn't just comedy. It was a character. He was also a character with it, too.
But Mr. Iguana's a character with it, too.
Yeah, but that shit... it's the... Hold up. The difference is with Fandango, okay? Yes, I noticed the interest. I understand him and everything. Yeah, during the time, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I can't understand it. It's a very popular song, just like with Joe Hendry. I do not like it. I understand it's very popular. So this is why I'm pointing out is I remember Fandango because that was undeniable. Joe Hendry is undeniable. Mr. Iguana, undeniable. But JDC, who the fuck is he?
We'll see. I can only equate that to the fact that because you have not been watching TNA.
I've been watching the system because I enjoy Moose.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, who the fuck is JC? Like, if anybody, Eddie Edwards and Moose. That's the only two motherfuckers. Well, I think there was somebody else in there at one point, but like Eddie Edwards, Moose, the only two people that actually fucking did shit.
I'll stop bullshitting you because I mean you're right. I ain't gonna like. I just wanted to see what you had to say on it, but
To see if I was just bullshitting or
no. I was the one who's bullshitting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I agree. Who the fuck is JC? I don't give a fuck about JC. I don't care about JC. I barely cared when it was Giant Curtis. Sure, Fandango, whoop whoop, doo doo.
Yeah, that was saying, like,
but at the same time, like
undeniable, but like I would prefer that than this because, like, what the fuck? You're still wearing the same gear, even when he was the pretty police. Still enjoy that.
Now that was
Love
hard.
that. That shit, okay, that was comedy wrestling gold right there.
Yes, no. I actually hate the fact that they did not allow them to go farther. Like they
that did. It's basically Pretty Deadly all over again.
Like which homie now with this
That Titantron.
That negative masculinity shit that he's doing now.
That Titantron though, he actually has a Titantron.
Yes, and what was it on his debut match? Who he lose to? Matt Cardona.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I
always ready.
TNA is doing this thing where I'm like, like this last episode, like I'm like, I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but like it didn't do a whole lot for me to get me super hyped for the next type situation. Now, I will say who did get me hyped is this girl, what is it, Dana Luna? Danny Luna? Listen.
Is that the girl that was in that shoot your shot match? It was like one of the only women that was picking up the boys.
I think so. And she's also the one who fought Indy Hartwell in that that chain match.
Yeah.
And she's the one that beat Indy Hartwell's undefeated streak.
Yeah.
Bro. So I've come to realize and notice her finishing move, the moon landing, which turns out
that sounds like a lit ass move.
So what it actually is apparently is Evil's finishing move. So gets him up and then it sits down with it.
Evil's finishing move is what is it? You're technically in the rock bottom position, but you.
Oh,
that's his finisher.
Oh, then what was Ray talking about? Unless he's got another move that he does, but
it might be his signature.
But overall, with the way it is like it's she gets you up like this, and then, I mean, on TNA she was laying bitches out, giving Zaya a run for her money. Like I'm talking, she gets him like this, and then it's like instead of it's like she spins him around and like sits out with it as if it's like the way it finishes, it looks like she just did a power bomb to you, kind of thing. Where the way that she does, like the way she sits out with it.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
okay.
Fam, the force and authority that she was putting in on that fucking move. God damn, I was like, all right, okay, Danny.
Like last ride type like shit,
bro. I'll show you. Impact wise, I'll show you a video.
Okay.
Danny Luna, I'm fucking with it. And the name of it, Moon Landing. I'm
saying that's a lit name.
Or I'm sorry, Luna Landing is what it is.
I mean, it's technically still.
Well, because she's because it's the spin on words of the
lunar. but
lunar, Luna.
Yeah.
And so, but like, listen, this. How
about BDE getting signed?
Who?
Brendan does everything.
Who?
Okay. The guy who was feuding with fucking damn, what's his name from fucking not Top Flight, fucking first class, whatever fucking team is.
Get signed where?
He got signed to TNA. Yeah, BDE got signed.
So Mike Santana.
God damn. This is a YouTuber turned into a wrestler, bro. That's crazy.
So Mike Santana in Kaz right now. People are up in arms with the whole spill that Mike gave, where he was pretty much saying how AEW. Yes, the light diss on AEW and all this other stuff, and boy oh boy, them AEW elitists be coming out the woodwork.
I sent you that photo, yeah,
bro. That photo is so funny to me with Mike Santana with the fucking clown makeup. Now, I'll be honest, some of the shit that they did say, low-key agree. Not a whole lot of it, but there are certain parts of it that I agree with, and it's more so just the fact of like I'm just not feeling Mike Santana as this main event star that they're trying to make him look like.
I'm gonna keep it $150 with you. It's because he looks like one of us. To me,
Now, when you say like,
just a normal fucking guy.
yeah, that's fair.
He looks like somebody I'll go see at the fucking bar right now, and I can't take him serious sometimes.
That's almost disrespectful because he's that's a
Oh shit! Oh shit! No! That is not the case. I completely forgot about his sobriety.
This man just got caught 4K right now. My man just. And we leaving that shit in. We ain't even cutting
sobriety. Oh
we
my
ain't
god!
cutting it. This man.
Oh, excuse me. As much as I may diss Mike Santana, I'm never gonna diss about his sobriety. That's crazy.
The disrespect.
but a normal guy at the function. There you go.
No. I mean, I get it. I get what you mean, and you're not entirely wrong. I feel as if, and maybe it's just because it's TNA, and that's another thing I want to get into, and I'll actually go ahead and get into it right now, because as I told you, at some point this week, because Matt Hardy apparently has like a whole podcast that he does, and he uttered the words like, in the next 6 months or so, TNA is going to be the number 2 promotion, and he's kind of guaranteeing it.
That I doubt that highly.
And that is a very hard climb.
No,
because when you look, because he says that, and yet one of your TNA homegrowns, Jake something, is now dropped to something and became Doyle.
It's not even that. Is you have to compete with AEW's money.
That's the other piece I was getting to. And that's the reason why Jake something became Doyle over here in the Imagine Jake something was a singles competitor on TNA. So he was on his own. Jake something was offered something so grand to make him be like, you know what? I would rather be a part of a 16, 17, 20-man faction where Andrade, Takeshka, who else
Okada.
we got? Okada and
Kyle Fletcher.
Just those guys alone,
which is good names.
Those are the top people in this faction. And he'd rather leave where he is a singles competitor in TNA and join under all of those people.
You know what? Josh Alexander had to do something about that probably. He might, because remember, he was the top star in TNA. And it'd be like, yo, I'm gonna go to Don Kyle's family. And Jake something was like, hey man, how is it over there? Nigga, I'm chilling. I'm making money.
He said, honestly, because to that feat. Now, I will say, Alexander, he's at least trying to do something, because he had a little spot on Collision where he came out and was talking a bunch of shit, and he had Lance Archer in the back throwing people around. They was beating people up.
Oh yeah,
like
Murder Mohawk is in there too.
Yeah, yes. All these people are in the Don Callis family. Mr. Fushigi, goddamn.
Which I really need him to stay in Japan and be just monster sauce. I enjoyed the hell out that team.
But in the Don Callis family, you can't tell me he's not in there just because of the money. There's no other explanation. He was a singles competitor in the title picture, went to being easily a low mid card guy, teaming up with another guy who has been in this squad as a low mid card guy as a tag team. They chasing the money, bro. They chasing the money. And that is going to be TNA's downfall, because they don't got the paper like that.
Yeah, man.
They don't got the paper to chase or keep the people who they want. I mean, look, Jordan Grayson and Joe Hendry. They are WWE characters.
Yep.
Like, they are fully contracted by WWE.
Yep.
And so it's like, TNA is not.
And Matt Cardona was in TNA.
Now, granted, he never signed,
But
but he was there.
he was heavily on there, though. He had major matches on there.
Listen, Matt Cardona was. Listen, Matt Cardona did what not Jordan, fucking Miss Glamour.
Oh, Mariah May?
Yes, she did. He did what Mariah May did in AEW.
Get big over there and then come back.
Correct.
Mm.
That's exact. Listen, Zack
The
Ryder.
Indie God. Yes.
When you look at what the Indie God did, he went and did that whole run, became undeniable, and he has come back not as Zack Ryder, but as the Indie God, Matt Cardona.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, they don't say that, but but you get what I mean. As where Mariah May, she went to AEW, she became a champion, had her run, lost to Toni Storm, disappeared. She's in the WWE now. And she made it very clear, this is where I wanted to be the whole time. And so, but it's like, when you look at people like that and you look at TNA right now is
losing people.
Well, they're losing people, and like, though they have potential and it's crazy, but I feel as if the only way they're going to make it is if AEW allows them to.
I mean, I feel like certain people they have in their roster need to hold the belt maybe already, like Mustafa. I really feel like he should have had that belt like by now, like with his gimmick and being the heel, the upright heel. Him having the heavyweight title could have been something for a while.
I agree, but I also feel like going into this new era that they're about to go into, what TNA needs, they need new faces, because it's almost like if they want this to work, they need to upgrade the hardware. Because granted, the hardware that they got, actually I can't even say that. The hardware that they got does work. It is not bad, but they had to borrow hardware from NXT to help make it happen.
They had to borrow the homies game.
Pretty much to say.
And let me borrow the game until I beat it.
And so now they've done that. And if NXT pulls out of there, who the hell?
No, it's Toad.
Oh, okay. And so it's like, if NXT if NXT's like, all right, we got you that TV deal, and they leave, AEW's got to TNA's got to figure out, all right, how are we going to make these motherfuckers stay around here? Because, the people who we got alone didn't get us here. So we need to bring some new faces. They need new faces. They need some new debuts.
Yeah, because really...
And then they need to make stars. Because even though AEW don't got a whole bunch, in my opinion, as far as like super big, like over the top bright stars, they do have stars. TNA doesn't.
Here's the thing about TNA is what they're not realizing by this partnership with WWE. NXT is already its own brand. It is now Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. They have evolved as their developmental, and they're about to have TNA be its other fucking developmental, because Leon Slater is going to WWE.
Oh, yeah.
And that is another fucking star they're going to take. So it's literally about to be either Evolve, TNA, NXT, main roster. That is what it's looking like right now.
And I also think another piece about this is the fact that TNA has been going up against NXT compared to WWE, NXT compared to the main roster are still the rookies.
Yep.
And if we got the rookies smacking around TNA needs to get big and look stronger than these rookies. And so it's like, to make stars, TNA, if WWE is still going to help them, WWE needs to give them somebody who's up here.
It's not even that. Here's the thing, because both companies want to look strong. For TNA to be second up in the company, the NXT guys can't be going over there kicking your people's ass. We can't have NXT wrestlers. You got to have people from the main roster come over to TNA. That is the only way you can be credible to say, okay, we got a CM Punk versus a Moose. We got a Randy Orton versus a Dolph Ziggler, revitalizing that feud. We need stuff like that because when you're messing technically with the rookies, you can't be second up.
By the way, I appreciate you, Toe, for sharing the live. Spread the word, brother.
Yes.
Spread the word.
Yes.
But
Appreciate it. But yes.
But no, which that is also true. Now, Grant, I would say having what NXT and TNA have been doing up until this point has been good, and it got them where they need to be right now. But moving forward, TNA needs to get stronger. They need to look stronger because right now, when I'm looking at this heavyweight title match between Kaz and Santana, I'm just like,
Kaz never thought he would be heavyweight champion.
There's a reason.
Yeah. No, he even said himself in Chris Van Vliet's podcast, he was like, yo, man, I was looking at the roster around the time where I was like, man, I'm a damn good wrestler. I'm this and that. And I looked at people in the roster, and I believe at that time he was talking about Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, and Sting, and all those people. And he was like, yeah, I'm not getting this belt.
Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
When you look at the old TNA roster now, I mean, when you look at that old TNA roster when they was super hot, I mean,
that was number 2.
That not only was that number 2, but that was also WWE rejects, aka what AEW was when they was first starting.
Yeah.
But at the same time, regardless of how you look at it, that's how it has to be. That's the only way it really works. TNA got real big and got crazy when Kurt Angle showed up. And then when all those other people showed up, it got even crazier. But what they did once they showed up, it made people like Kaz, goddamn Abyss, who else we got here?
These are my actual TNA homegrowns?
Yes.
AJ Styles.
So yeah, AJ Styles, goddamn Fallen Angel. Like
Christopher Daniels, yeah. Well, technically Christopher Daniels is ROH guy, but continue.
But it's like those people who were on that roster was able to scale up to Kurt Angle.
Because he is a name that is from WWE and who came there and he's a part of the roster, yeah.
When Kurt Angle showed up, Samoa Joe, how big and how much of a star Kurt Angle was, Samoa Joe had to rise up to that level.
Yeah. And he became that level at one point.
Exactly. And that's why Samoa Joe is as good and as big and as undeniable as he is right now. Dang, hey, yo, Toad, chill out with all these roses,
no.
You out here
doing his thing.
You out here just...
Run back.
Let me see.
Oh, we gotta start wrapping this thing up because my phone about to die.
Oh no! But yeah, like overall though, like for TNA to make it moving forward, and I want them to, they need to bring stars in and scale their wrestlers to that star, because that's the only way that I see TNA becoming the second brand.
I just don't see it. Not this year. It needs at least 2 years.
Yeah, I know. 6 months, that's crazy.
6 months is crazy.
6 months is kind of crazy.
6 months is crazy. You got to get something that's so undeniable, like a Will Ospreay over there or some shit like that, and you won't.
It's funny because like at the very beginning when TNA went from Impact back to TNA, Ospreay was there.
Yeah, he was.
And so,
but he wasn't signed.
But yeah,
you need something that undeniable, and you're not even getting your homegrown people looking like that. So 6 months, fuck no. Unless you're bringing back the Broken Universe, which maybe, but you gotta do some outlandish shit with that.
Yeah, there's a lot that they gotta do.
Yeah.
And since I know you said that you saw,
yeah,
it's close to dying.
It's 20%.
Okay, we're still okay.
Yeah, we're still good.
Well,
but
then,
just kind of,
going to the WWE stuff. And I'm going to keep WWE light because I ain't going to lie. After kind of sort of letting it marinate, the Stranger Things episode of WWE was not good. It was...
You can agree.
It
was strange, all right?
It was one of those things where they really tried something... And
they didn't pull the trigger on Braun.
It kind of fell short, to be honest. So going into it, of course, the Kabuki Warriors lose their title.
that bullshit. I knew that was gonna happen. That was about like that Zack Sabre Jr. fucking thing you had. Going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like 100% that.
Yeah.
So like Kabuki Warriors, they're champions. Now I have to complain about Maxine Dupree's match. Maxine Dupree has been impressing me up until this match when she lost because she looked like a fucking idiot.
And then she became something.
No. She just looked like a fucking idiot.
Even with the IC title, she looked like an idiot?
No, on Raw? So I'm gonna say this out loud, and I want you to just go back and see. All right. So Maxine Dupree is trying to put the ankle lock on her, right? Okay. Becky gets the rope. Referee's like, you gotta break the lock, break the lock. Becky is able to get herself to sit up, and she leans back, which makes Maxine Dupree's shoulders be on the mat. Now, originally the referee was looking at the ropes, but then when he saw the shoulders, oh, I need to count this 3. When he's counting the 3, you're the referee. You're counting the 3. I'm Maxine Dupree. But then she's got the nerve. She's got the nerve to pop up like, oh no, the table, it's broken. What happened? I didn't know I was getting pinned. What's I don't know what's going on.
I would just, you're the referee. I'm looking dead in your eyes.
Bro, she was looking into the referee's soul. She was looking into the referee's soul. And I'm just like, Maxie Dupree, what are you? And it's like, she's not even like, no, she. Me, like, maybe I should start doing reaction videos, because me watching, I'm like, the fuck are you doing? You see the ref? You see him? He's counting 3 on you. You see Becky Lynch on top of you. The rope is right fucking here. Like, bro,
maybe she was out. Maybe she was not out,
bro. She had the ankle lock. She was applying the pressure. Becky Lynch didn't hit her. Becky Lynch did a backbend.
Maybe she was
held onto the rope.
She was the definition of locked in.
Bitch. Locked in on what? The referee? While you're holding the ankle? Was she out here just like, I gotta make her tap. I gotta make her tap, ref. Is she tapping, ref? 1. Ref, is she tapping? 2. Referee, why are you counting? I'm trying to submit her. 3. Bing, ding, ding.
Maybe she thought it was the arm raise, like,
on an ankle lock? She wasn't choking the bitch. She was trying to snap her leg. She was trying to snap her leg, bruv.
Oh my god.
Bro, that shit infuriated me so hard.
Oh my god.
And the crazy thing is, I'm watching, because at this point, I'm like, tell me I'm not the only one. And I guess I am, because no one else brought up the fact that she's sitting here. Is she tapping, ref? Is she tapping? 1, 2, 3. And then she deserved to lose that belt. All right.
Those vignettes didn't do enough to give her credit as a shoot wrestler.
Bro, she's still a fucking rookie as far as I'm concerned. Back to the dungeon with you.
Back to Becky being the greatest Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. So far, because we only have 3 people who have the belts. But technically, she's the greatest Intercontinental Champion.
By default at this point.
Because it definitely wasn't about Kier. And it damn sure isn't Maxine. Which, right now...
No, it absolutely was not Maxine. I don't care. Listen, Natalia probably rolling around in her just...
This is probably similar to where... You remember that one thing that Paul Heyman said, you know why Triple H allows you to be champion? It's because he didn't want to work Tuesdays. And this was like, Becky was like, you know what? I want to take a break. I want her to hold the belt so that when I get back, it's clean, right? All right, cool. Yeah, you can do something. I'm getting that belt back in a couple of months.
Listen, that happens, and then of course, I already touched on the whole situation with the women's champions, how they're
Tag
just
team champions,
they're
yeah.
well, not tag. I'm talking like the heavyweight
Oh, yeah.
champion and the WWE champion.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
both out here just diddle daddling. Apparently, Vaquera hurt her leg, and
Her
now
ankle. She's not relinquishing the title.
yeah, but now I will say the whole thing with I can get behind the jump session because it kind of made me care a little bit with when
Yeah.
when Rodriguez came out there
Because she's
and
golden,
jumped her.
bro.
Mm, mm.
Out of some of the women in the roster right now, she's
Out of the women,
solid.
out of the women that they are giving us, absolutely, because the ones that are not in the tag team division right now, sure, but at the same time, it's like I can only watch Rodriguez lose so many
part,
times.
yeah, that part.
Like they want to make her look like this big Diesel, but like even
Well,
Kevin Nash,
Diesel, he lost a couple of times too.
but
He was a heavyweight champion.
But he was a heavyweight champion for a bit, and he did get some bids. Recently, she ain't been. They've been just fucking. I don't know, bro. The women's division it needs help, and the help would be just getting rid of the tag team titles, in my opinion.
Or getting some of those women out of the tag team division, but
if they do, then who's gonna fight for the tag team titles?
Well, they're probably like, hey, if y'all gonna do this, the belt can't be cursed. So the only way the belt can't be cursed, get some of the top names on it.
So, outside of that piece, CM Punk is still champion. They didn't pull the trigger on Braun.
Yeah,
There was no Chris Jericho.
No, which the audience was really pissed off because why would you say who will break down the walls and get the gold?
Yeah, the answer is nobody.
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 Well, technically, Austin Theory came in and gave the stomp type shit, but either way.
But SmackDown. So SmackDown is back to being a 3-hour show. Right?
Really? Smacked a fan with a microphone.
I have to say that SmackDown, comparably speaking, like hearsay, last week's SmackDown was fire. This week's SmackDown, I wouldn't say fire, but at least it could keep you warm at night.
Yeah, it was lukewarm.
Like SmackDown is actually trying to do something, but that's also probably because they got all these new call-ups.
Whereas it was a hot spring last week, this was a bubble bath.
A bubble bath. Yeah. No, I can go with that. Now, but the other thing was for me is the fact like when I look
technical difficulties, guys. We're back, and we were talking about the last bit of the show, which is about SmackDown and how it was once a hot spring and it was a bubble bath.
No, I won't say it was once. We will say last week definitely hot spring. This week a bubble bath, still enjoyable, not as good as a hot spring, but it was decent. But the only thing for me was like as far as like wanting to talk about SmackDown, to me there wasn't. I mean, honestly, I forced myself to give us something about Raw, and with SmackDown, when I watched it, I did not force myself to write anything unless it really jumped out at me. And the only thing outside of great matches, like Carmelo Hayes' match, banger.
Because that's Shinsuke guy. Yeah.
Exactly. And then they shook hands at the end. I'm like, yeah. And I love seeing Shinsuke whenever I can. But it's like outside of just a good match, it's like
you didn't care for 3 Stages of Hell.
Whoa, hold on. Because that's the only other thing that is worth talking about. But even then, with the 3 Stages of Hell, I think the 3 Stages of Hell was good, especially for it just being a TV match. However, and this is more so me as a fan, Oos, the fuck are you doing, bro? Oos. But I feel as if like he actually does not care, because he ran up in there and he jumped Drew McIntyre, and then he turns around and he jumps Cody Rhodes, and it's like, what are we doing, bro? Now I will say they have at least given me a reason why I now want to watch SmackDown, and that is the real goal of it all. Unlike what AEW did, which they just like, all right, and these two babyface friends, enemies turned friends, just beat the ops. Who cares? Because the ops aren't important anymore because they don't have the titles anymore. Well, I mean, they have the trios title, but
Yeah, I like to say, I like fuck.
but it's like
I know what you meant. I know
it's
what you meant.
yeah, it's like that they're not a trio. They was fighting the tag team, so it's like, who cares? That MJF is the champion. Swerve and Hangman should be going up and messing with MJF. So it's like, I don't know. Now it's funny because you was talking about yours.
Yeah,
I
you
think
always see a battery mode.
my battery is going down low, but
Going low.
but overall, when it comes down to when I like the other thing that I did want to bring up and speak on is the fact that like when it comes to when we talk about all these shows, New Japan, TNA, AEW, WWE, all right, the big four per se, all right. When you look at these shows and you look at like what we watch and what we like and what we're into and what brings us and draws us in, kind of thing. When it comes to wanting to be like, hey, this show is better than this show or that show is better than that show, I think at this point it's almost a mute point to solely to really want to judge it off of the wrestling itself. Like I feel as if when you look at them as a whole, the wrestling is good across the board. But what else is it that these shows have that draws in the people that makes them want to watch it? Now, the real answer to it is story. So at that point, we have to now start really looking at these big four since we're paying very close attention to all four of these now. Where's the story at for these shows? Does it make sense? And
Do I care?
And do I care? Kind of thing. And as of right now, at the end of this week, right? AEW got all the money in the world, but I don't give a fuck about what they're doing, bro. I don't give a fuck. Now, I have to give New Japan some leeway because New Japan's the new kid on the block. So everything that they're doing, I'm just wanting to see. I want to get more of it in. And so it's like,
Drink it in, man.
judgment is kind of skewed on New Japan as of right now, kind of thing, right? But TNA,
okay.
when it comes to TNA right now is the third-rate duelist with the fourth-rate deck.
So Joey,
There's potential, but they're obviously not WWE. Kaiba,
no, that'd be Yugi. Kaiba would be AEW.
fair enough. You know what? You're right. I think I said that because I just really like. I'm sorry.
Kaiba was that nigga.
I was showing favoritism towards Kaiba. I wasn't being real for a moment there.
And I almost want to say, you low key want to say Bandit Keith.
For what?
Is NXT low key?
I mean, if we want to get like real specific with them, I'm just talking about main.
Oh, okay. I'm
just talking about reign. So where we got Yami Yugi
WWE
as WWE, even though sometimes they be acting like just
No, sometimes they can turn it up, but then he'll go Yugi and be like, "I can do this," and you're like, "No, you have the ingredients. Do it right."
Please listen. I compare when it comes to that to the analogy. I need WWE to put some bass in their voice, bro.
Yami Yugi was attitude era. Anyway, after they had that duel and moved on.
Boy, what a shoot!
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that's just where they're at right now when you look at all of them. Like I can't properly judge New Japan because
we also have to add Stardom to the equation now too.
Now when it comes to I don't until we start seeing Stardom,
I'm gonna buy Stardom World.
It's really hard for me to even think about where they measure up in comparison. But it's like when you just looking at the big companies as of right now, it's like with New Japan, because New Japan is so new. For me, at least, I can't. You probably could, but I can't properly judge New Japan.
I can't right now
because-
too because of the new year. We got to see how the new year starts for them
Yeah.
because all their storylines are from Wrestle Kingdom to Wrestle Kingdom.
Got it.
That is how they build each year. Is what is the next year's main match? They have that conversation early.
Okay. And so, because I made the realization, that I forgot. I was actually, I was going to do some symbolism, and I completely forgot that I wanted to do this. But I was going to show up here in all black because, for all intents and purposes, I'm a young lion when it comes to New Japan.
You gonna wear the fucking tights?
I had the epiphany
You gotta
earlier
shave
this
your head
week.
then, bro.
Listen. Hold on now. Hold on now. Symbolism.
Okay, I guess I can
I
roll.
don't have black tights, but I got black baller shorts and I got black shirt.
There you go. Next episode. Next episode.
But,
hopefully by then we should have some episodes by then. But yeah, next episode.
But yeah, like I feel this year is going to be interesting with trying to truly see like what company is really actually doing something right now. And you know, when it comes to watching, because it's like, once again, if we were one of those people that just went off of wrestling, oh man, New Japan is crazy. AEW has some amazing wrestling. As a matter of fact, I would say based off of purely just wrestling, I would put AEW, New Japan, TNA, and WWE at the bottom when purely off of wrestling. And so, but because it's not just about wrestling, because sure, I can watch any of their matches and be like, I don't give a fuck about this match, but this match was really, really good. When it comes to what we really watch wrestling for, and that's the story of it all, I like how I just look, everyone's like, tights. No, I'm not coming up with this. I am not about to come up in here with no goddamn tights on. Stop the madness. Get out of here.
Hey man, you gotta get the fans what they want. Yo, if y'all get us to 100 subscribers on YouTube, get us to 100.
Don't listen to this man.
Matter of fact, not 100 small one, because that'd be too quick. Because we already at like 60 something.
Yeah, we're like
so
halfway to 100.
Get us to, we get 500 subscribers. Tights.
I am not rocking.
If we get 500 subscribers, bro, you ain't gonna do it for the subscribers, bro.
Listen, fam, y'all are lucky I have shorts on as we speak. I never wear shorts. It's just the fact that I was out and about today and the weather was nice.
Oh, we could do a 10 slap salute. We do 10 chops.
500 should include a whole fit. Tights, boots.
Hey, that costs money, so we would need more than 500 for that.
All right, listen. The live has 2% on it, so we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up.
All right. Well, guys, right now it's just us going into the new year and seeing what possibilities is wrestling. Both of us can agree New Japan has so much potential. We definitely want to see what happens with Stardom, knowing how just great Saya is and just some of the wrestling that could happen there. New possibilities. It's a new year. WWE got to get their shit together. AEW really got to get their shit together. And Matt Hardy, you got 6 fucking months. You got till June, bitch. I want to see what the fuck you're talking about. I don't believe it, but we'll see. And as always, guys, please choke slam that like button, tombstone the subscribe button, because we're here every week with some wrestling podcasts. As we know, the ring is sacred, the questions is real, but the destruction is guaranteed, because it's your host who likes to post, the Masaku.
And it's your boy, Swag Switch in the building.
Till next time, guys, we'll see you soon.